County Auditor Frank Russo. It is all part of one of the largest FBI probes ever seen here in Ohio. So far, the grand jury has ordered.
Say it's an hour off. It's 6:09.
Jennifer Justice, an information services employee who works on the auditor's website, told the county that she got a subpoena. Sources close to the investigation say several more of Russo's employees also got subpoenas to testify before that special grand jury.
And late this afternoon, a construction project manager pleaded guilty to bribing 2 building inspectors, all part of that same corruption probe. Henry Picozzi fessed up in district court. He was in charge of the Stonebridge development in the Flats. When the project fell behind schedule, prosecutors say Picozzi bribed the inspectors to keep it moving. Today, Cleveland Mayor Frank Jackson threw his support behind the downtown convention center site for the new medical mart. But Jackson warned developer contracts must be closely monitored. Meanwhile, members of Cleveland City Council spent the day in Chicago touring a similar project run by the same developer.
19 Action News anchor Paul Johnson went along for the tour. He joins us live now from Chicago. Paul.
David, they came, they saw, they asked lots of questions. Cleveland City Council members were only here in Chicago for a couple of hours, but it sounds like enough time for many of them to make decisions on the future of the medical mart. Here it is, Chicago's merchandise mart. It's what Cleveland's proposed medical mart will be patterned after. This is where manufacturers from all over the country display their products. 3 million people a year come here to shop and make deals. Today, 14 members of the Cleveland City Council are here to see it and ask questions. They all flew here on the city's dime.
We can hire more people in the city of Cleveland. They get 90% of their businesses done in 3 days.
The man with the answers is not MMPI President Chris Kennedy, but Senior Vice President Mark Fallon. Kennedy ruffled some feathers the other day. He was quoted in the paper as saying that Clevelanders are too negative, and that if it weren't for his company's interest in building the medical mart, Cleveland would have nothing. Today, the company issued a full-page response calling the quote inaccurate and taken out of context. But I found out that MMPI is aware of Clevelanders' skepticism when it comes to big deals made by our politicians.
I have no reason to believe that any other interests are being served here other than the best interests of the county and the city.
Critics of the medical mart point out 2 major differences. 1, this place is surrounded by a vibrant downtown that helps draw people. And 2, the taxpayers of Chicago didn't have to foot the whole bill.
Bless you.
After an hour of Q&A, most city council members seem satisfied. Are you ready to sign off on the deal yet?
Ready to go. I think it's a good thing. And I'm sure, and our day isn't over yet, that at the end of the day, I'll be even more confident and will become one of the biggest advocates of having this in Cleveland, Ohio.
As you know, this deal's been in the works since 2005. MMPI say they expect to have final agreements in a matter of weeks. If they don't, executives today very carefully revealing to me that they've been approached by other cities that want to move forward with the medical mart. Cities like Orlando, Denver, New Orleans, and of course New York, where they have already drawn up plans. Live in Chicago, I'm Paul Johnson, 19 Action News.
All right, thanks, Paul. On 19 Action News Health Alert now, a case of meningitis at Ohio State. We learned a student has been diagnosed with bacterial meningitis. That's the more serious kind. The student has been living at the Patterson Hall dorm on campus. School officials are not sure how the student got it. Bacterial meningitis can be deadly if it's not treated quickly. No word on the student's condition. A bank robber still on the loose. Take a good look at this lady. Actually, it's a man dressed as a woman. He's accused of robbing a Charter One bank on Euclid Avenue earlier this week. If you have any information, please call police.
Getting squeezed, the city of Elyria continues to feel the financial pinch. It's a no-go for that plan to save the jobs of 11 firefighters in the city of Elyria. City Council rejected a proposed agreement that the city and the union had hammered out. Now the union will go ahead with a planned lawsuit against the city.